Smitty, tonight, something we don't get to see much of these days, two grinded-out half-court offenses.
Yeah, you know this word pace, Kevin. Everybody wants to have this pace where you get up more shots, analytics. Well, that's why I love the finals and the conference finals. Two teams, they know each other, and then at the end of the game, you got to execute. They know your plays, you know their tendencies. It comes down to old-school basketball when you start to get to that fourth quarter, and especially games 6 and 7.
Excellent point. So here's Miami's starting group. Malone is out there with Howard. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Wade with no one around. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And if you get caught leaning one way or another, with Wade, he'll lose you like an ugly sweater.
Pass to Duncan. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Out to West. Carter outside. Clock at 6. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. West against Thomas. Now the pass to McGrady. Just 4 to shoot.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. As passes to Duncan. Here's West. That one's good from the corner.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Thomas kicks to Durant. Wade outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Takes it from 10. Howard can't hit.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Walton's checked in for Yao. Green comes in for Duncan. Pierce is checked in for McGrady. And it's DeRozan in for Carter. And here's DeRozan after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Pierce for 3. And Simmons with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shot's good from Bird.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Brooklyn Nets. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And here is Curry, after Jerry West just got that 3 to go. West against Wade. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
There have been seasons where Wade has averaged over 10 free throws a game. He knows how to get to the line.
Lillard's checked in for San Antonio. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gilmore grabs the miss.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
There's 18 seconds left in the first. Simmons against Green. No good from Simmons.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Bird out there with Ben Simmons. That's Hill. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 spot.
What strength from Stephen Curry. Down there with the big boys, taking the bump and finishing.
The Heat have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Outside DeRozan. Pulls it up. And that one hits back iron.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Passes it to Pierce. That shot missing. And the Heat going the other way now. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. No good from Simmons.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
Green taking his time here. Now, Steve, to play in the NBA, you need to be in peak shape. Talk about your diet and workout regimen back when you were in the game.
I will give myself an A+ for workout regimen back in the day, Kevin.
Wow.
And then that diet part, I would say C-.
That was a D.
Yeah, you got it right. I would say a D. I try to give myself a little credit and say C-. I would say I love to see right now the cross workouts right now with guys doing Pilates, yoga, swimming. They're trying different things.
Pass to Lillard. Now DeRozan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot from 20 feet away. And the shot goes in.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. Coming off a terrific season, 2nd in rebounding, 8th in field goal percentage, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And the Spurs with possession. Spurs trail by 7. West outside. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Good D by Thomas. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Hill. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
2 points. That one goes.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
McGrady against Durant. To the inside. And stolen by Yao. McGrady outside. Over Durant. The shot by McGrady, no good. The Heat leading by 5. To the middle. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City. Carter kicks it to West, launches it. Rebound by the Heat. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Count that bucket. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Duncan in the corner. Back to West. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Wade finds Thomas. They get a hand on it. Now here's West. Lets it go with a 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so that's the end of the first half. Miami ahead. They lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what?
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They have an 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half.
And that wraps up the half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
And night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams. And that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
What I admire is his consistency. Some guys get it done every other night. He gets it done every night.
They've got Duncan. West is out there with Carter. Then there's Yao. And it's McGrady in at the small forward position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Wade against Carter. Wade passes to Thomas. Wade outside. Kicks it to Durant. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Malone with the block.
Yeah, how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. And it's sent back by Howard. Durant against McGrady. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Steve, obviously schemes evolve on both sides of the ball. Talk about some of the biggest changes that you have seen defensively since you were playing.
I think the one, Kevin, that sticks out right now, so many teams now are comfortable and are able to switch 1 through 5. You kind of switch 1 and 2s and 4 and 5s. Now you see point guards are switching on centers. And then I think also defensively right now, you see a lot of teams right now influencing guys to drive the basketball to their opposite hands. Back when we played, we kind of just played a guy straight up and then let the defense rotate, and you were in full rotation.
The shot by Wade, no good. Spurs trail by 11. DeRozan scanning the floor. He kicks it to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Gilmore grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pierce against Bird. Right side, Simmons. Out to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over DeRozan. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
And Dwayne Wade will do work on you from the mid-range if you let him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
1:10 left to play in the third. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 12.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Here's Curry. He's got 6. Here's Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Green, he's checked in for Duncan. And Petrovic subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Andrei Kirilenko's checked in for the Heat. Hill comes in for Larry Bird.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Hill kicks to Wade. Over Petrovic. Here's Gilmore. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. It'll count. No good on the shot. And so it's Miami, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, we've got Thomas. Howard is out there at Malone. And it's Durant. And it's Hill in at the 2 spot. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And so here is Miami. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Thomas dishes to Durant. Over Green. And that one's good. Durant. Durant's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Miami.
Nothing you can do defensively right there. Kevin Durant, his release, too quick.
West down low. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Wow. With the defense bearing down on him, he calmly flips in the reverse.
Hill against McGrady. Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Thomas. Pass to Hill. Thomas feeling it out a bit. It's back to Hill. Down low. He's looking for Howard and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely. The prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by West.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Now the pass to Malone. Here's Howard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Heat lead by 17. Carter kicks it to West. So many metrics out there right now, Steve. One of the big ones, scoring efficiency. Who comes to mind in that area?
Well, you look at the percentage. Kevin Durant, the amount of shots he takes, he shoots with a high percentage. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard. I think also Anthony Davis is up there, being able to score at different areas, not just dunking the basketball, being able to score at all three levels. Those are some of the guys that shoot a high percentage.
Thomas. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Carter missing. The Heat leading by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dwight Howard.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Yao. Havlicek comes in for McGrady. Petrovic is checked in for Carter. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for West. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Havlicek missing.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Larry Bird's checked in for the Heat. Lillard against Curry. Out to Kirilenko. Passes to Hill. Miami needs to get a shot off. And here's Bird from the arc. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Havlicek. Lillard against Curry. From downtown. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.